What is going on, YouTube? It is Nixter28 here, and I am here today to discuss the 2019 NBA Finals, give my preview of the series, and to start this video off, I want to discuss how the playoffs went down, how we got to the NBA Finals matchup of the Golden State Warriors and the Toronto Raptors. So, uh, as y'all can see, the Raptors' path to the finals went through Orlando, which they beat the Magic in the first round, 4 games to 1. They did lose game one, and then in their second series against the 76ers in the semifinals, they took them down in 7 games. Kawhi hitting a clutch buzzer beater from the right corner to take down the Sixers, and sadly, the Raptors took down the Bucks 4 games to 2, winning 4 straight games. They were down 2 games to 0 to the Bucks, and I thought the Bucks were going to win the series because I had predicted them to go to the finals and win, but they lost. So then Toronto moved on to the NBA Finals. As for the Warriors, not as easy as you would think. Their path wasn't as easy as you would think this year to the finals as it's been in the past. The Clippers gave them a good fight, but they took them down in 6 games. They took down the Rockets pretty handily in 6 games, and then they swept the Trailblazers after Portland blew multiple double-digit leads in like 2 or 3 different games of that series. And the Warriors moved on to the finals. And as far as my predictions went, I did really well, except for I had Oklahoma City going to the conference finals, and Portland went there. And yeah, I had the Bucks beating the Raptors. Like I said, all my other predictions were pretty spot on. I mean, the number of games I was a little off, but yeah, my predictions were very good. Another one of the highlights from the playoffs, aside from Kawhi's buzzer beating shot, some other highlights were Damian Lillard's 37-foot walk off buzzer beater to knock off OKC in the clinching game. And then there was a 4 overtime game. I believe it was like game 3 or 4 against Denver, where Portland took them down in 4 overtimes. It was a super long game, so there was that as well. Uh, now let's talk about the NBA Finals. Let's get back on track here. It's the Warriors again for the 5th straight year in a row. I mean, people are getting a little sick of them being there, but they are including myself. I'm getting a bit sick of them being there, but not as much as other teams. I mean, it's quite impressive to make 5 straight NBA Finals. The same team make it there 5 years in a row. I mean, and they've won back-to-back championships 3 of the last 4 years. Very, very tough opponent. That's an understatement. And they're taking on the Raptors and Kawhi Leonard, who was traded there in the offseason. They also got some other key pieces in Pascal Siakam and Marc Gasol. So first off, something that jumps out at me are the injuries for the Warriors. People are making a huge deal out of this. Kevin Durant being down, Boogie Cousins being down, and that the Warriors are more vulnerable. I don't honestly think so. I mean, they still have the pieces to win a championship. They were able to win a championship without Cousins and Durant in 2015. I still think they can win KD and even if KD and DeMarcus Cousins come back. I still think they're gonna win. I mean, still got the Splash Brothers, 2 of the greatest shooters in the game, with Steph Curry and not Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson. In my opinion, Steph Curry is probably the best shooter of the 2010s. That's just my opinion. I think he is. And then you got Draymond Green, who I think is going to be a major key to this series. If Kevin Durant and Boogie Cousins don't come back, Draymond's going to be huge. He's a high energy guy. One of the best defenders in the league. He's consistently on the all defensive teams, even though he wasn't there this year. And he shows up in big games. He's going to be key. They need Andre Iguodala to be healthy too, another key player for them. I think Looney is huge for them too. his inside presence, rebounding the ball and with putbacks. Yeah, and I just think overall, like all of Golden State's like role players will be key. Like Sean Livingston's probably gonna be important. Guys like Quinn Cook off the bench, they're gonna be important. I think their bench is stronger than Toronto's bench, or I think they can be in this series. But yeah, that's gonna be a key for Toronto too. Can they outplay the Warriors bench? You got guys like Toronto's got Norman Powell off of their bench and Serge Ibaka, and Fred VanVleet, who's been hot the last few games in the of the Milwaukee series. He was hot. So I feel like those guys are going to be key. They're going to have to take some of the load off the Raptors starters because they play a lot of minutes. Kawhi and Pascal Siakam and Marc Gasol, they play a lot of minutes. So the Raptors bench is going to have to step up big time. I think Danny Green is going to have to show up too in these finals. He's really been struggling on offense. They're gonna need him to hit some big shots. Yeah. I feel like he's gonna be a key for the Raptors. He really hasn't shown up in these playoffs. I think they're gonna need him. Um, uh, and yeah, obviously the Raptors have Kawhi Leonard. He's gonna have to consistently score 30 a game if the Raptors are gonna have any chance of beating this Warriors team. Golden State's gonna really spread the ball around a lot, a lot more than they would if they had Kevin Durant. So they're gonna be just as tough without him. If he comes back, I don't think Toronto has a chance if Kevin Durant comes back. Uh, there's my I'm thinking Kevin Durant will probably come back in game three or four, but you never know. So I think for my prediction in this series, I think I'm very confident in saying, without Kevin Durant, if he doesn't come back, Golden State will win in 5 games. I think I give Toronto a chance to win one game at home without Kevin Durant. I give the Raptors a shot at winning a game at home. They could throw the Warriors off. In Canada, those fans will be really loud. But if the Warriors get Kevin Durant back, I think there's a chance for us. There's definitely a chance for a sweep. With that being said, I'm still gonna pick the Warriors in 5. I think Toronto, like I said, could win a game at home. Maybe throw the Warriors off rhythm a little bit, but I still like Golden State. With their championship experience, their high intensity defense, and they're just really well coached by Steve Kerr, and they've been here. They've been here a number. Like they've been. This is their 5th championship in a row. I think they're gonna three-peat this year, and absolutely solidify themselves as a dynasty in the NBA, which they have already done. But they're gonna cement themselves in history even more. I feel like. Not that Toronto's already done that. This is their first finals appearance, but unfortunately, they're running into one of the greatest teams of all time. They're right up there with Michael Jordan's Bulls. So, the Golden State Warriors are my prediction for the 2019 NBA Finals. That'll do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everybody.